sad.
If you're smiling, you'll be able to.
Shut up. All right, how's everyone doing? Good? Our midterm's rolling up. It's about week 4. That's the glory of having an online class. I can pretend they don't exist. So we are now going to get into subsystems. So as we kind of talked about last week, we all have these various design choices, from wheels to treads to battery packs to whatever your subsystem, whatever your team's discussed. And so this week we're going to kind of delve more into that. Ted has his own little slide talking about a decision matrix. Can someone open the door? Thank you. It's a weird handle. You have to pull it outwards. Yeah. There we go.
It locks
Good.
at 6.
It does?
Yeah.
Where's the... There we go. Hey, speaking of Ted, there's Ted. Yeah, so today's meeting is mostly about subsystems and kind of narrowing down our choices so eventually we can start building. First things first, though, I feel like I should plug our social media every time just so you guys know what's going on. We've got Twitter, Instagram. Our Facebook is now up and running by Celine, so that's cool. For a while, we didn't know who had access to it, so it's just sort of on Facebook in the ether. We're like, we don't know who has it. But it's still around, and we got some good pictures, so that's nice. Thank you to everyone that showed up on Friday. We had fun at the barbecue. We got some great lens flare going on with this picture of us playing around in Azomite. Had a good time. It was good to get to know something a bit better, so that was, I think, a general success. For outreach coming up, we have, I believe it's next Wednesday, next Thursday. Is anyone here in ME 1010? No? Cool. Well, I'll be there. I'm giving a presentation just about the robots, what we do in general, a little 10-minute spiel. You are welcome to come if you want practice presenting in front of people. And by the way, if you do want said practice, this is a great kind of media to get experience with. I stand up and talk in front of you every week, so I've gotten better and better as we go, and it's actually getting kind of fun. Let's see. So this past Friday, we had our pit cleaning, and then I mentioned to a few of you that we're going to be starting our 3D printing classes. So next Friday, probably next Friday or Saturday, I'll be gathering together a group of people and going over the basics of 3D printing with the parts of the printer, how to design a model, how to get it set up on your printer, hit go, and what to do when you're done. It'll probably be, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, if that, probably on Friday night. Can I get a general estimate of who would be interested in learning about 3D printing? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mark's like, no. It'll probably be at the library with this many people, so I gotta talk to them and see if we can arrange something. But that will be next Friday. It'll be fun. I can teach you the basics of general plastics that you use, and then later on throughout the semester we'll go to TPU and nylons, get better and better, and that way we'll have more people for 3D printing when I leave, so that we can kind of pass on the legacy. So this, like I said at the beginning, this meeting is talking about subsystems, and Ted designed a matrix where we're going to be able to rank each various subsystem against each other and eventually narrow it down to what we want to use. So I'm going to before I get that though, the last bullet on here is Slack. A couple of you have mentioned this. This is our team meeting platform. We are all part of it now, and we're going to be sending out the invite either tonight or tomorrow for all of you who have stuck around. It's pretty much just a fancy instant messaging service, so that way we can communicate to each other without sending a massive email to 140 people every week. You can just hop on your channel, talk to your team leads, talk to who you need to, and it's much easier to communicate that way than just bouncing back emails with our Gmail account. So that will be sent out to you either today or tomorrow. You can join the channels that you need. And Ted can talk about our decision matrix.
Okie doke. Full disclosure, it was me and Thayer that worked on designing it.
There's 2 of them.
Other button.
Other button.
There you go. This is the matrix. But yeah, so the reason we're doing this is so that we kind of have a more quantitative way to evaluate our subsystem decisions. Because I think something that happens a lot in any design or creative process is we tend to gravitate toward the thing that is the coolest to us. But when you actually break it down by the things that are most important, you may realize that, oh, it's not feasible, or it costs too much, or it's actually just a bad idea even though it looks awesome. And so with that, did you have a slide after this?
Nope.
No, but I can explain what we're going to do in the next
Take it away, Cole.
5 minutes. So for the next 15 minutes, we're going to be breaking out into our sub-teams again. So that's going to be electrical, mechanical, and programming. And then within those, we'll be ranking kind of the top options that we've come up with and kind of filling out these evaluation matrices. They will make a lot more sense once we get into our sub-teams. After that 15 minutes, we'll reconvene in kind of this way, and each of the team leads will kind of present the different options that we've come up with, how we've ranked them, and then if anyone has any input, questions, or stuff like that, it'll be kind of open to the entire team to discuss what systems we should use.
And also, when we do this, I know that like the mechanical and electrical teams have kind of been like breaking out into like having one team to like evaluate circuit protection systems, having another team to evaluate batteries. I want like the whole electrical team to evaluate each subsystem together, if that makes sense. The same with mechanical. And your team leads will have the matrix in a Google Doc that I threw up for them, and hopefully they've all looked at it. Any questions?
And we not have a group where they're going to? Okay.
Build a robot.
Electrical in the normal corner, mechanical
Over there.
software, right there.
I always get the caddy corner.
Yes.
625.
Okay.